Spectra Kevlar spear fishing line that we buy from, I think, from Amazon. That's the one component. Second component is a piece of 5/8 inch diameter, I think it's dock line from West Marine. And when we make up the ends of the rope down here, we sew on patches of Velcro. When we do that, these are 1 inch wide, and we cut them 2 inches long, and then fold them over and then sew them in place. And then when we do that, we put on a patch in one direction and then turn it 90 degrees and put on another patch. And we work our way up the rope so that when it hangs, the Velcro on our roller will always end up hitting where it patches. We're not going to show you how to do that. I figured you can figure that out. But we will show you how to construct the top end of the rope, which has this spearfishing line on the inside, and then we're going to show you how we get it inside of the fat rope that gives you the knot that stays in the davit and then protects it as it folds over the corner. So the first step in that process, we're going to set this rope aside. First step in the process is you got to take the tape off of the ends of these. We buy these in 2-foot sections. No, they're 3-foot sections. So here, you take one end and take the tape off. Okay. And when you do that, the ends just go crazy. Now what we're going to do is we work this outer jacket off of the inner core of this rope, like this. So then we take this inner core, and we take the end of the spearfishing line, and we have tools that you need. We've got a fiberglass stick that has a tapered point on the front end, tape, and scissors to trim off the fuzz when we're done. Okay, so now we're going to take this, lay it like that, and I'm going to hold on to it while Natalie wraps tape around it. So we're going to hold this like this. Tape onto our tool. Okay, so once that's in place, now we need our jacket. And here, I'm going to give this to you, Natalie. Okay, so now this jacket will, if you compress it, it opens up. So we take this, fold it open, and run the rod inside of it. Now you got to be careful that that rod doesn't poke through the fibers on the outside. Sometimes it helps if we turn it upside down like this. Yeah, okay, now it's good. Is it still okay? Feed it on through.
Yes. So that's how you do it. That's how you get it. You go driver's station, because that's coming from the driver's station. Get instance, get alliance.
We're almost through. There's the point. Okay, now we'll slide this over, and you gotta keep on compressing it so it doesn't get small on you. There we go. Good. Okay. So now we're through, and you can pull this tight. And now we're going to work the top end. So the first thing we'll do is we'll take that tape off, since you got fingernails on it. Okay. And now we're going to take the spearfishing line, and we're going to tie a figure-8 knot in the top of it. So we're going to take this Spectra line, we're going to tie a figure-8 knot in it, like this. We're going to bring it up nice and tight, right up close to the end of the rope.
Yeah, and also any motions that you need to
like
do
this.
with actual, like putting the gear grabber down and stuff like that, you had to actually look in the file
There.
and try and figure out
Now,
what set.
that knot is going to
time
prevent
stamp along that path
the spectra
that you do
from
it.
sliding
And it's
through this
you know,
core
that's-
once it's all put together and coming out the other side.
So there's two different paths.
So now what we're going to do
And so that's what.
is
that's
bring
what
this
we add two paths to it.
nice and even with each other.
Which is interesting, a lot, this is not used because. we don't use
And-
it, but it's still a lot of those we-
If I remember right, don't we put a rope, or don't we put a piece of tape on right here?
If you look here, right now.
To prevent
we have
all this fraying that you can see going on.
Okay.
So right underneath that knot, we're going to put a piece of tape.
That's right, too. Okay, so that's why it's commented out. So we were just using Xavier's position.
Good,
before-
okay.
before to try and do this exercise.
So now, that rope is right up against the tape. Pull it tight. And we're going to pull this nice and tight so it lays down. And then make another figure 8 knot.
It's just that one.
Like this. And now this figure 8 knot, we want to be right up against the tape.
So this went away, we added the two paths. And then this is the gear hopper, which you
So let's see.
did. I didn't, we took the branch.
So you got to work this
So I did a few
around.
changes, adding the two paths and stuff like that.
Like that
Before
knot.
I didn't commit that code. We just took it as a branch we were working in before the hand.
There.
Created it specifically.
So now, this is the knot
So now.
that sets up against the davit. And inside here, here is the spectra knot. And we put this knot in here because we had one instance where when we did not have this knot here, this knot was, our robot was hanging on the spectra, and this spectra pulled its way and fed its way out of the knot, and the robot fell. So, lessons learned. We have this one in here now to keep that from happening. Now we use the scissors and trim off all the
Because it
fuzzy
changed
bits.
the direction of the shooter, how it's pointing out. Now it needed to be 90, however.
And it helps if you use
Now,
really good
because of the
scissors.
different sides of the field.
Of course, these don't look like
you
they
know,
are.
negative, positive, whereas with zero is just zero.
Okay.
It doesn't matter for a button.
And then we
need to make
do this
sure
without
it's
cutting
control
off the
so
spectra,
that's the reason why we-
although it's pretty tough to cut through the spectra. Okay, now the top's done. Now to finish it off, we're going to pull this nice and tight again.
But if they do see it.
And as I recall, we figured out ahead of time how long this tail end needed to be so that it did not stick down below the davit and get wound up with the robot. And I'm just going to take one of our pre-existing ropes and lay it on here, and that'll tell us where we want to put our tape. So let's put another piece of tape right here. Well, you know what? Let's just start here. If that's too long, then we'll fix it later. Okay, and now we trim off all this fuzzy stuff.
Make sure the shooter RPMs were looking good. It wasn't having some natural.
Ooh, that's a lot, isn't it?
After that,
You
they
think?
start setting zeros.
Okay,
I like
one
that.
more.
All of the boiler gears use the same value.
Ooh, there we go. So,
Here, these are forward and
now we have
did you know
the
that?
start to a rope.
So those
So,
are corners.
there's the spearfishing line, there's the protective outer layer that'll go over the davit, there's our knot, and there's the stopper knot that keeps the Kevlar from coming through. And we would make up, we were planning on making up probably 3 or 4 of these, and then we'll put on the Velcro on the end. And that's it.